hell is happening here. Saab, the way he plays slacks, here's a grenade, I'll see you guys next week. I agree with her. Sometimes I've lived this. I've been in a similar situation with Cornwood, obviously not accused of murder. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. So what happens is when you are wrong as a unit, when the decision the unit makes that's wrong, what ends up eventually happening is at a certain point, it comes back around on you and you end up losing the subordinates inside of the organization because now they lose their trust in you because they're so clearly wrong, right? Because what happens is even like rule boys like Duncan will be like, what the hell is happening here? Now, you will also have some people who are rule boys who they don't understand or they don't perceive the reality of what's actually happening because they're looking at things from their point of view, right? Which makes sense. That's reasonable. But you have to be willing to understand that there's stuff going on that you're not seeing, you know? As some people go staying, yeah, dude, Ruth doom spiraled too much early. Yeah, dude, the talk about doom spiraling and anything, it's so funny because they kept talking about everybody else doom spiraling inside the organization. However, the second that the dam broke, the second that water came through the dam, it came hard. The whole dam came crashing down. Whereas what actually was happening, the subordinates in the organization were the ones that were being more resolute, showing more resolve than the leadership. Because the second that the leadership actually was contested by something that they couldn't avoid, it fell apart. Whereas everybody else has been dealing with bullshit for 2+ months. Like the whole thing collapsed because they are the ones who doom spiraled, whereas they were blaming or claiming everybody else were the ones doom spiraling. Dude, it's so like, I'm telling you, this is like more entertaining than like anything. Like, I'm so entertained by what, like when RP is good, dude, it is good. She got dapped for it. See, that's the thing. She called Cornwood after this is the conversation she called Cornwood after and was like, I went and like you said, I went and talked to the captains, right? I took it up the chain of command like you said, because I told her that before. I was like, the best thing you can do is just take it up the chain of command and talk to him. And when she did, the same thing happened. She ends up getting dapped. So when she ends up getting dapped, she's like, okay, well, what the hell do I do? Calls Cornwood. And then when they call Cornwood, then it's like, well, look, do you want to talk to the mayor? I mean, to be fair, people do legitimately forget sometimes, right? To be fair. But dude, when that happened yesterday, I was like, what are you talking about? That was like a pivotal moment. How'd you forget? That was such an important moment. like I gave you all the names. Saab said OOC legit forgot it. Yeah, I know. I don't think he was lying because like here's the thing. So Saab, the way he plays slacks is not as a liar, right? Just like the way I play Cornwood, legitimately. It's not that he was lying. He just actually forgot. You know what I mean? Moon is the same. Sometimes he forgets things he shouldn't. Yeah, I mean, that's just life, dude. Think about how many things. Because here's the thing, Barrick was a witness. Barrick was there. Saab was yelling at chat, they were making it up, and said he would suspend himself if he was wrong. Oh no. Dude, there's literally a video on my YouTube channel about it. He forgot, he watched the clip afterwards and then told the other captains he'd forgotten about it and should be punished, and they ignored him. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, the way, like, Slacks is literally in the worst position because he's literally the guy, everybody else makes bad decisions, and then he makes the bad decision of listening to them instead of being like, you know what? I'm gonna stand by my officers, and they are right. This is bullshit. I'm the one doing everybody else's job at the same time. At least that's my perspective of it from my POV. Character Brian Knight thinks you guys are crybabies. Yeah, like it's dumb because he's the one who he literally caused a bunch of problems. Literally, Brian Knight was like, "Here's a grenade. I'll see you guys next week." Like, haven't seen you guys in 2 weeks, and then left. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's insane.
I'm letting you know that if they do some sort of vote, I will not acknowledge it.
What do we do then?
Oh shit!
Entire PD didn't acknowledge it. Who's gonna arrest us?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
What if they push treason?
The federal government would have to step in. He can't push treason. We're the ones that push charges.
Right, but you understand how bad things will get if that goes on that.
Oh shit! Oh no! Oh no! Dude, Dude, Slacks is the only one that was like, we can't do that. And now he's taking all the aggro. Literally, Ruth pulled the entire dungeon. Somebody said this in chat earlier. Ruth pulled the entire dungeon and ran out the instance. Just logged off and wiped the whole group. Like, she literally full hardcore raid wipe. Like, what is going on? Like, she Leroy Jenkins the entire thing. Like, they're gonna ask something along the lines of, at any point did Ruth say something that was basically that would imply treason or imply anything that'll cause distress amongst the civilians or city or the PD or whatever? They'll ask some kind of question like that, right? So now what ends up happening, we get to see, does Slacks perjure? Does he commit perjury, okay, and lie, which is not really a part of who his character is, but does he make that decision to lie under oath, or does he tell the truth? Now that he's under oath, he sticks by his guns, which is who his character is, of like being honest and being by the book and everything. Now, you know what's super funny about this? I'm gonna show you guys this. Is this from that night? So you know what's funny about this? Do I give it to you?
Working hand in hand. We shouldn't be pushing each other out of an office right now.
That's the difference.
Chat, where do you think Cornwood is?
Are not the government. You are cops. Do not forget that.
What if I told you that I wasn't in the box all along?
Exactly why that.
Unbelievable.
I wasn't in the box. I put it there as bait. You know where I actually was? I am right around this corner. I was standing right around this corner because the captains had told Cornwood, don't listen in on our conversations through the walls anymore. So I put the box there as a joke. I thought Turner was gonna come out and pick up the box because he did that in the past. I thought he was gonna do the same thing. And then they were gonna see that I wasn't in there. That's literally what I was gonna do. And I was gonna make a joke out of it. But in reality, I'm around the corner right here where the elevator is. I'm around this corner. I'm literally right around the corner as they were talking about this.
How do you?
They all think you're in the box. They never even brought it up to me.
Anybody notice the box sitting out front?
No, there was a box.
I think Cornwood is eavesdropping on that whole conversation.
See, you know what's funny? Cornwood has respect for Turner, and Turner specifically asked him to not do that anymore. So he didn't do it anymore, and he just put it out there as a joke because I know Turner has been gone for a long time, so I wanted to do, I hadn't even done the box thing in a while. I wanted to do that to cheer him up. That's literally what I was trying to do. I was trying to put the box there to cheer him up, and then he was gonna pick it up and I was gonna come around the corner and like, oh, hey, you know, we missed you, Captain Turner. That's literally what my plan was.
Same one he likes to hide.
Oh, he likes to hide in boxes.
It's like the same shit with Brian Knight. I was making a joke to Brian Knight to cheer him up.
Why is this hill you want to die on, Ruth? I don't understand.
Because I think if nobody is allowed to wear a hat, then nobody is allowed to wear a hat.
All right. So what are we dapping you for then? We're using the PD vehicle off duty.
Okay, I am high command, and I can authorize.
Oh, so we're not holding you up.
I can authorize a situation.
So
I
you're
authorized a situation.
So you're above it.
I mean,
but you
Cornwood
see how it sounds right now, Ruth? You're not taking accountability for the same thing you want to dish out. You got to be dishing at the same time, right?
Right, but in that situation, so as high command, I make a choice that I authorize something.
Here's the thing. You know what's crazy about this? You know what's crazy about this? You guys are gonna say, what the hell? I agree with her. On that statement, I agree with her. However, no, my bias. I agree with her. However, what I don't agree with is her judgment in assuming, because here's the thing, and you guys don't agree with her either, because you guys know my point of view and Denzel's point of view and Aziz's point of view being cause problems. What we're doing is we're going to a private area. Now, of course, we're talking about the sheriff's office, right? I mean, nobody walks in there without being like, holy shit, it's amazing. Nobody, right? So here's what I'm saying. The approval of it is fine, but the logic behind it is psycho. Yes, that's a great way of describing it. Who said that? Somebody said that earlier, and I lost it in chat. But the logic behind it is fine. It's not really psycho behavior. It's because here's the thing, if she was right, imagine if she was right, then it would be like, oh shit,